Hello and welcome to My Life in Spain. My name is Mark and today we're going to talk a little bit about property taxes in Spain. Now, I know that when I lived in New Jersey 15 years ago, my property taxes were sky high. They were at least 6,000, if not a little bit more. And I always thought that was really expensive. And what I also thought was, when I come to retirement age, I'm probably going to have to move, because I can't afford on the fixed income to be paying those kind of property taxes, which are only going up.
You raised my property taxes, Jim.
I've been watching a few videos lately of people complaining about their property taxes jumping up really high in many cases. So what made me think of this was every September, you get a letter here from the SUMA to remind you that your property taxes are due on October 10th. So I got my letter, which is here. You can see SUMA. And they're considerably less than what I paid in America. Property taxes in America are used to fund schools, the police force, the local police force, local fire brigade. Whereas here in Spain, these things are covered by the government. The government pays for public schools. The government pays for the National Police and Guardia Civil. And the government pays for road improvements or things to clean up the community, unlike in America. Now, one of the places I lived was a city called Ventnor, which is on the beach in New Jersey. And right next to Ventnor was another city called Margate. And next to that city was a city called Longport. Each of these three cities blended into each other, and none of them were more than a mile or two apart in size. So what I could never figure out was, why does Ventnor have a police chief? Why does Margate have a police chief? Why does Longport have a police chief? Why do they all have chief firemen? It didn't make any sense. You could have had one police force and one fire brigade for the whole three cities. Anyway, it's a little bit more efficient here. I guess it's just in America they do it because they're just creating jobs for people. So let me tell you what my property taxes for the year here in Spain are. Okay. Now I live in an apartment which is around 90 square meters. I don't know what that is in feet. Let me look. Okay, it's 968.7 square feet. So not very big. When we bought the apartment, it was originally 3 bedrooms, but we knocked some walls down, got rid of one of the bedrooms and made the living room much larger. Now, again, unlike America, their taxes are not based on the assessed property value so much. They're based on what they call the cadastral value of the property. Now, the cadastral value, it depends on where the apartment or house is located, the year it was built, and the condition it's in. So my apartment was built in the 1970s, so it's fairly old. And based on the cadastral value, which I'm not sure, I can't remember what it is. I think it's 45,000 or something, or it was at the time when I got it. My property taxes for the year, are you ready for this? 219 euros and 40 cents for the entire year. I'll just put that in the front of the camera if you can see it or not. So yeah, bit of a surprise, huh, compared to the States. And the only other things I have to pay for a year are the garbage collection. That's done differently here. They don't come to your house. There are bins at the end of each street. There's bins for the garbage. There's bins for recycling, for plastics, paper, and well, what's the other thing? Plastics, paper, and organic waste as well. So we'll do a separate video about that and show you how that all works. So I've got to pay for that. That's, I think, is like 120 a year. And then I've got my property insurance, homeowners insurance, which again is so much cheaper than America. I think I pay for everything, all the things in the house, and even my camera equipment and stuff. I pay 250 euros a year. Then the other thing I pay for what they call vecino fee, your neighbor's fee. There's 20 apartments in the building where I live. And once a week, a woman comes in to clean. And then the electric needs paying as well. So that's a communal fee that everybody pays. And that costs me 180 a year. So again, it's very inexpensive to live here. You don't need to be super rich and worried about your bills going up all the time. Okay, what I'll do tomorrow, I'll give you a quick tour of my apartment so you can see a bit what it's like. It's like I say, it's only 900 and something square feet. It's 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, a big living room, open living room, kitchen, a laundry room. And then on the roof, we have what they call a trastero, which is a storage room. It's a pretty big storage room. It's where we put the suitcases and all the Christmas decorations and stuff. All right, I'll carry this video on tomorrow, and I'll show you what my apartment looks like. Thanks for watching. Catch you in a bit. Bye.
It's now the next day, and as promised, I'll give you a quick tour of our apartment. I made a mistake yesterday when I said that the cleaning lady only comes once a week. She comes twice a week, so my mistake. All right, let me show you around. First of all, let's go to the front door. Now, unlike America, these doors are very strong. This is very heavy, this door. And it's got a metal frame around it. And the reason is when you lock it, it's got 3, 6, 9 bolts in it, and that goes into a metal frame around the door. Plus the door itself has a metal frame, a sheet of metal inside the door, so you can't break it with an axe or anything. Okay, so as you come in the apartment, as you can see here, we opened it up. We knocked down some walls to make it like an open plan kitchen, living room. A little balcony here. So here's the kitchen. We don't have a kitchen table, we have a kitchen island, but we sit here. There's only my wife and I, there's only 2 of us, and the dog. We have a dog called Gino, Westy. Here's the laundry room. Keep walking. And like I said, there's 2 bedrooms and 1 bathroom. The bathroom is pretty small, but it has a walk-in shower. We don't have a bath in it. First bedroom. And second bedroom. So that's it. It's a small apartment, 900 and something square feet. But it's big enough for my wife and I, and it's affordable. We own it outright, so we don't have any mortgage. There's no mortgage, no rent to pay. So it's extremely affordable living here in Spain. So thank you for watching. If you like these kind of videos, please subscribe. I'll be doing more. There's quite a few things coming up. And I look forward to hearing your comments. What do you think? Thanks so much again for watching. and bye for now.